If you want to know why Hoyoverse is literally refusing to release any black characters, this is flipping why.
Genshin Impact fans will unironically say shit like this the second they see a lick of melanin, and then swear up and down that they're not being racist. Like, okay.
We're gonna go right into it today because this is a hot topic. I made a video talking about why people actively dislike Genshin players. It's a really sad truth that a lot of you Genshin players are just not aware of. You guys are just becoming more and more unlikable by the second because of how you guys choose to act online. Whether you've been in the Genshin community for the past 4 years, or if you're just like many new players and you're just starting Natlan, you'll understand that there's a new area on the map into that called Natlan. And Natlan is known to be considered the cultural aspect or the cultural area into that in the game. Because if you look anywhere, if you look in Fontaine, you look at Sumeru, if you look anywhere else, even the creators of Hoyoverse have said so themselves, Natlan, the whole purpose of Natlan is to act as if it is the cultural aspect, the cultural addition to the game of Genshin. Because let's be honest with ourselves.
Okini nafia, okini baby, okini let me, okiti plenty money.
Create more POC characters, create more black characters, create more characters that aren't simply pasty white. Don't get me wrong, I love Navia mains, please do not get me wrong. But a little bit of diversity, it won't kill anybody. And I made a video on TikTok basically saying this exact thing, because this is not new news. People have been complaining about the diversity in Genshin for a long time, and the fact is it's gotten a lot of people off of the game because a lot of people are tired of not being able to see themselves in the game that they're playing and the game that they're a lot of the time spending money on. On top of that, it acts a little bit as a slap in the face. The same game that refuses any sort of representation. It's the same game that likes to pick and choose what cultures they want to borrow from for their characters and to produce more and more characters specifically for Natlan. And a lot of people are calling them out. Let's just look at Mualani. Culturally, Mualani is Polynesian. Culturally, Mualani aligns mostly with Polynesian people or from people from Hawaii. And if you've ever seen a Polynesian person, I'm a quarter Polynesian for that fact, you would understand that Polynesian are distinctly darker skinned. The surfing, the skin additions, all of that screams Polynesian culture. Come to people's surprise when they look at Mualani and look at her final character outline and see that she is fairly light skinned, especially considering what Polynesian people naturally look like. And obviously because of that, that has caused a lot of people to make their own adaptations to Mualani, their own adaptations or character OCs that are more biblically accurate to the cultures that Hoyoverse are literally picking and choosing from. You see how I'm cute without no makeup? You can't be a pretty person, you can't be cute, you can't be an attractive person and then simultaneously be racist. I'm so sorry no one has told you this in your life, and I'm not gonna hold your hand to do so because quite frankly I don't give a about your opinion, but being racist isn't cute. It's not cute. And by the way, you can't consider yourself a good person if you're actively thinking in your mind that, hey, this subgroup of people don't deserve any sort of media representation because I said so. Yeah, you can't be considered, you're not a good person. I'm so sorry that I have to be the person to burst the bubble of the idealized version of yourself that you have curated in your head. But that version of you doesn't exist in reality. You are not a good person. Again, I'm so sorry that I had to be the one to tell you this, but you're not a good person, okay? No normal person, and if I said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. No normal person, I have to take off my glasses for this. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No normal person feels this enraged, feels this offended. No normal person feels this upset towards a marginalized group of people simply asking for representation, simple representation in the game that they play, in the game that is also borrowing aspects of their culture. If you have an issue with that, you need to seek psychiatric help. Maybe you should get off of YouTube. I give you permission to get off this video and actually seek psychiatric help. If you honestly find an issue with that, if that's shivering in your timbers, if the sight or you hearing black people, people of color just asking for representation in this game, if that makes you feel uncomfortable, seek psychiatric help. You're not normal. You're not a normal person. Black people and people of color deserve to be able to see themselves in media. Again, I'm so surprised that you're only now just hearing this from me. Like I said, I feel almost sorry for you because obviously this has to be from your parents to think like this. Not everything's about us, but you guys are stealing our culture. Not everything's about us, but Xylanen's moves bar for bar are literally based off a real life roller skating artist. Not everything's about us, but the whole of Morlani's character is literally based off a Polynesian woman. Not everything's about us, right? If not everything was about you, make characters that are interesting that have nothing to do with our culture. This is YouTube, so I can be as mean as I want. Make characters that have nothing to do with our culture then. Can you read my lips? Make characters that have nothing to do with our culture then. And then we'll shut the fuck up. It's literally just that simple. Because it's literally one thing just asking for simple media representation, which, like I said, every person is kind of disgusting and tapped in your head that you think otherwise. Every single person on this planet deserves to be able to see themselves in media, in the games that they play. I feel like that's fair. I don't know why some people are so morally bankrupt, so morally inept to think otherwise. But like I keep saying, it's another thing to have that culture literally rubbed in your face by Hoyoverse because they are literally refusing to pay homage to the people that they got it from. Xylanen, whose moves were literally curated bar for bar from an IRL black roller skating artist. She was bombarded with disgusting racist comments when she was simply just asking for Hoyoverse and the Genshin community to give her the credit that she so rightly deserves. How does that automatically now cause for people to be racist? Like I said, you guys aren't good people. In your heads, I don't know why you guys, that's why I feel like you guys are just mentally ill. You guys think that in your heads, I can be a good person while simultaneously doing a disgusting thing to another human being. You guys aren't good people. Someone needs to tell you this, and I will be that person. You are not a good person. You're not a good person. It completely baffles me on a day-to-day that people are waking up and no one is telling them this blatant truth that you are not a good person if it irks you this much to people of color just asking for simple representation and credit to where you guys take our shit. It's actually ridiculous. It's actually revolting, actually. And unfortunately, this video is not going to be an hour long because if it was, I can tell you the entirety of Natlan has bits from different cultures and different stuff. None of them have been credited. You guys are just so used to stealing from black people that you don't even consider it to be stealing anymore. And it is revolting. Revolting. You're not a good person. So what have we learned today, guys? What have we learned today, class? What have we learned today? If you are opposed to black people just asking for more media representation or to give credit to when you guys steal our shit, you are a bad person and you need psychiatric help. If you continue to discredit the creator of Xylanen's moves, her eyebrow animation, continue to discredit her, her racist abuse towards her, you are not a good person and you are disgusting. Yeah. Genshin players are actively ruining the game. And it's not just my opinion, or go onto TikTok, Twitter, X, go onto any social media platform. I promise you, you will see. Genshin players are beginning to be the most loathed people in the gaming community because of the way that you guys act. Every gaming community has their issues, don't get me wrong. But the way that the Genshin community acts towards people of color, you guys are insane. You guys are insane. We've already established that you guys aren't good people. So we already know that. But yes, thanks for watching, guys. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want me to make more Genshin videos, do let me know down in the comments. A lot of you guys probably don't even know that I play Genshin Impact, but I'm halfway through AR57, so. But yes, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.